Sorry, guys. My head's killing me. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to take a break after this. I'm sorry, guys and girls and AI or other denominations I'm forgetting, but my head is just killing me, and I think I just want a nap. So one thing I'd also recommend, Devils, is that you're taking the same feeding route, but the feeding route isn't helping you. Ideally, you want a feeding route so that when you get domed, and it's more a question of when, not if. Oh, and then you get pings, so this is going to be an engagement. What are you doing? Force the engagement. Aww. Yeah, you're just buying time for everyone to get into position. But you want to basically have enough energy to evolve after a dome, regardless of your strikes. So there's a spider. So there is Laz. Laz is out of the invisibility in just a second, and there we go. So focus Laz. Get him. As my son would say. Get him. See, not having Mimic, your damage is just too low. Like, Laz is keeping people up. I laugh. Okay, get out. Either commit to... Yeah, perfect. Nice avoiding of the mine. So it's going to get support, but that's okay. So 1 bar of health. It's about average. About 1 1/4. But the big thing, though, is he's not ready to evolve. If he doesn't start eating a lot of things pretty soon, he's not even going to have enough energy to evolve when getting the domes twice at stage 1. And that's definitely not what you want to do. The ultimate goal is to just have enough... Oh, what are you doing? I don't know if he did that to try and wear off the dart from aid, but that was a very awkward pause for him. Yeah, and so now you're ready, or they're about to go to dome, and it still looks like that you are not ready for an evolve. You might be able to get 5 meats. This might be enough, actually, right here. But yeah, just be very careful and make sure that you're in the right area, so that when you do get out of a dome, or yeah, just focus on feeding routes. Feeding routes will fix a lot of this. That means you won't get domed as often, which means you won't take as much damage, which means you can get stronger faster. Better, harder, all that kind of good stuff. Daft Punk style. Ooh, rough. Good job on killing the spiders. You can always tell, or you can always see the difference when Gorgon spiders are being focused and when they're not. Yeah, really good job on taking out the spiders, though. The team's doing a really good job with that. Yes, Mimic is absolutely used in high level. Otherwise, you're back to the Kraken scenario where you use Banshee Mine. Oh, you didn't get the buff. Where you have Banshee mines being taken out, like your spider traps. If your spider traps are being taken out, then you only have web and acid, and web and acid usually aren't enough to kill people. And again, you're stopping to eat. You don't need armor and you don't need evolution. Like, I don't know why. Why are you eating? Like, if you have full armor and full evolution meter, there is zero reason to eat anything. I see a lot of monsters do this, and I'm not sure why. All you're doing is buying the 100 times. So now you're going to get domed as soon as you come out, because you took too long on waffling about to get back here to evolve. So right now, I would definitely try and force the dome to come down. Yeah, I would force the dome to come down, because right now, all the damage you're going to take is going to be extra in addition to the dome. So now instead of losing 20% health, you're going to lose like 25 or 30 or even 35. But you need to force them to throw the dome. There we go. Perfect. Now go ahead and re-engage as necessary. Maybe get some food back here. I don't think you're going to get through there. A lot of grouping up by the hunters. If it was a better monster player, you guys would be getting punished. You guys are being super aggressive. There you go. Escape! Nope, that's going to probably be GG. Nope. Monster is going to get away. Burly. Oh, unfortunate web sling. Half a bar of health. There's still a possibility. You have to be really good at your feeding. Get domed once, and then you're going to have to either wait it out or get the strike, and then go from there. But this is probably GG. No strikes for the hunters. So for my commentary on the hunters, I would probably just say don't be as aggressive as you have been. Because if the monster got lucky, or if the monster was better, you're going to have a bad habit of being aggressive and the monster is just going to punish you for it. Hey Days, Basti. I don't know why my map went away. So monsters should be able to get out of here. Save up all your traversals. Quick, nope, trapper sees. And engaging. At this point, you might as well throw the dome. There's zero reason not to, because you only have half a bar to work with. Salt getting carried away with the monster, or with the spider trap. Monster dome. Make sure you focus on spiders. One thing I'd recommend devils is that when you do use Mimic, make sure you're really on top of them, or they just got tumbled by a heavy attack, because right now you're using it and you're not putting it to good use. And it looks like that is going to be GG. But yeah, definitely work on your feeding route, devils. You have to be more efficient with eating. You're getting domed way too often with how little food you're getting. So definitely work on that, and then I would say definitely work on your combat abilities, chaining them together and knowing when to use them and everything. Judas, welcome to the stream, and I appreciate that follow, and I hope you enjoy your stay here in the herd. Okay, so again, it's more or less the same things, Devils. Really just focus on your feeding routes. You're getting dome. Like, the reason why you're taking a lot of damage is you get domed several times in the time it should take you to evolve. Ideally, you get domed once at stage 1, once at stage 2, and then you are stage 3 in a perfect world. So really focus on being very efficient with your feeding routes and knowing where to go after a dome. Remember, take the furthest distance away from the hunters, and then start eating in that general direction, and then go back when the dome timer is up to get past them, and then go eat on the other side of the map. It's basically forcing the hunters to go back and forth across the map several times, so you're making the most out of those dome timers. Aside from that, just focus a little bit more on your combo abilities. When you're in combat, make sure you're focusing, you're using them in the right order. I noticed that your Mimic was being used a little bit usually you want to use the Mimic when they're tumbling or when they're up against a wall, so they don't really have anywhere to go and you just detonate it point blank. But there are a lot of times when you're standing out in the open and using it, so you or the Mimic would just get trashed really, really, really quickly. Otherwise, yeah, just focus on those. Definitely practice in bot games. I would definitely try and focus on trying to get Evolve ready on all the maps at least no later than 2 minutes, but ideally you want to be around the 130, 145 mark eventually. And then once you're done with that, then start working on your in-combat abilities. Practice against bots inside of an arena. Again, start at stage 3 with full armor and slowly work the armor down. Then stage 2 full armor, work it all the way down until you're able to combat the bots at stage 1 or 2 pretty consistently. Otherwise, yeah, good job. With regards to... I would start off favor monster and then work it down. Or start at balance, but I definitely wouldn't put it as favor hunters until you're getting a lot more practice with your combos, because favors hunters is actually they do a pretty good job with damage, and so yeah, but I mean it is extra practice. That being the case, though, for the hunters, the only thing I would recommend is just be careful not to get in the habit. A lot of you guys were super, super aggro and aggressive, and if the monster got lucky or if the monster was better, a lot of you would have gotten down just because you were really ahead of your team and nobody was able there to support you. But yeah, otherwise, good games. I'm going to go ahead and take a break for a while. My head is absolutely killing me, and I'm going to go ahead and take a nap and see if I can get rid of a little bit of this head cold.